Thermos Sportswear, sponsors of Drop the Puck. Brakes and Sons sponsor Drop the Puck.
Welcome to Drop the Puck. We're at Planet Ice, Altrincham, for this NIHL North 2 fixture between the Altrincham Aces and the Telford Tigers. These two teams only met 7 days ago, which was an interesting result because the Aces ran out 10-6 winners, and it was at Telford's ground as well. So Aces currently sitting in 4th position, Tigers in 5th, close. The Aces, on the other hand, have 6 of their 13 games they've won, whereas the Tigers have only won 5 of their 13 games. Aces have had the better form. We've won 3 of their last 5, whereas the Tigers have only won 1 of their last 5. Now, Aces come in tonight off the back of a 9-2 win away at Blackburn Hawks, whereas Telford's last game was a 10-6 loss to the Aces. There's a lot to play for in this one. Obviously, I feel this is going to be a heated rivalry, rekindled. Who should we be looking out for in this one, Ben?
You are right, this is definitely going to get heated. So I think, let's look at Telford, for example. So with Telford, you've got the return of Carol Yates. We know Yates, he's been around the league for a long time, and Carol is one of these players that he knows how to play teams. He can manipulate them to doing what he wants. Whether he's still got that control after such a period out of the game, yet to be seen. But he's got the support of Philip Super as well, and Super's the other player that, he's very prolific on the puck, he's dangerous, he's a skillful skater, but he doesn't give up as well. He's got a good engine, so he'll go to the last bell. And I think, that it's going to be really difficult for Altrincham to try and do anything tonight, because I've got a feeling that Telford know what they're capable of now, and they know how to shut them down.
Well, we know Telford can be a difficult team at the best of times, and we've said it from the off, how important this leading pack, this chasing pack for those leading teams. And of course, you predicted earlier in the season for Drop the Puck that the Aces are going to be a top 4 team. If they're going to do that, they need to get results against the likes of the Tigers. They've already got one in the bag. Do you think they could do it tonight?
Like I say, I think, the Tigers may have the measure of them, but saying that though, you have got players like Sean Jones and Kyle Haslam for the Aces tonight. They're like the undersung guys that are supporting the likes of your Vlad Volkanovs and stuff, and your Sam Dunfords and your Tom Sharrocks. The guys that make it in the background, that more assists on the board than they have actual goals. But at the end of the day, that's what you need, a team that's working together. And I think another big point as well is obviously the return of Andy Dunn. Well,
it'd be nice to see Andy Dunn back on the ice anyway. So without further ado, I think it's time to go onto the ice. It's time to drop the puck.
Straight away there, Dunn. Starting again for the Aces. He's on the ice as we get underway. Immediately Bain wins the face off for the Aces with Dunn behind his net. Maudsley between the pipes for Altrincham, feeds up to Bain. Chapman skated in, takes an early shot, and that's going to be a save there by Johnson. Face off left hand side of Johnson, won by Bain. Shot comes in early, great blocker save there by Johnson, but it's jumped on by Dunford. Dunford feeds that round, looking into the corner. Picked up once more there, that's going to be Reid. Does well, holds his man off, pushes it away. Into the corner, body on. And Chapman's trying to win that puck back for Altrincham, but Telford managed to clear it away. Great pressure early on from Altrincham, Gary.
Yeah, Altrincham looking like the team that we saw the last time we watched them play. Tigers, as we know from their form of late, struggling a little bit, but already under so much pressure.
And Telford end up dumping that puck into the far corner. It's going to be picked up by Berry. Takes his time. Head up, decides to play it to Volkanovs. Volkanovs Plenty of time to feed that up to Haslam. Haslam skates onside, gets round Andrews, takes it. Well, Andrews does enough to disrupt the play there. Takes it off Volkanovs and is just going to take control of that play altogether. Uses the boards, picked up by Berry, put back inside. Jones into the corner. Once more, Andrews feeds that away, feeds it straight onto the stick of Hunt. Hunt plays that forward for Jolly. Jolly on the break. Plays it inside. Goes to 1-2.
Opportunity missed there for the Tigers.
And again, into the corner we go. Tigers trying to get it back into an offensive position, but it's turned around and up ice by Altrincham. We're going to get ourselves an icing call. So, face-off between Jolly and Haslam. Feeds that back to Yates. Great draw win there for Telford. Into the corner once more, picked up by Hunt. Hunt, taking his time, finds Jolly again. Jordan Jolly into the corner. Held up there on the boards by Berry. It's allowed Haslam to try and get in, but Hunt's doing well, still in possession. Into the slot, no one there to pick it up. Scooped up and away, and here comes Haslam on the break. Well, he had his pocket pinned there by Jolly. It's allowed Altrincham time to get a line change in and support. Telford with a quick line change as well as Volkanovs. Well, Jones just crept offside there, unfortunately. And great little bout of pressure from either team early in this first period.
Yeah, Tigers have been a bit slow to get into this, but they seem to be settling down a bit now.
So face-off, neutral ice. Watson does well. Into the corner though with Gordon. Connor Gordon uses the boards. Holland immediately keeps that play alive. Once again, into the opposite corner, trying to clear it out. It's going to be scooped up once more and turned back in by Sullivan. And Gordon again trying to clear the zone, finds Gallagher. Gallagher gets around his man, clears the zone finally. Watson can't reel that in. He's going to head towards the net of Maudsley. Max Sullivan first man back though. Can't clear the zone again. Telford keeping possession in this time. Watson and Humphreys fighting away. Hopkins couldn't get his stick on that. And now Hopkins again. Knocks out forward. Miscommunication allows Telford back in. Hopkins for Altrincham. Takes it into the corner, supported by Ainsworth. Decides to take a little test of Johnson, but he had his stick down. That was watertight. Kamenik plays that forward. Picked up there by Super. Once more, Super. Great pressure by Altrincham, but he's seeing open ice, and Super's got his legs going. Straight down into the Altrincham zone. Backhand! Great test to Maudsley, and he stands tall. Puck all the way back down now with the Tigers defence. Andrews takes his time, feeds that back over. Cut out there. Tie up on the boards. Put back in once more by Dunn. Again on the boards, trying to keep it in. Chapman's there, and we've got a call as a man goes down. And the ref's just going to blow that one dead.
Well, looks like somebody's going to the box already for Altrincham.
Well, it is, it's Kamenek.
So
check. Apologies.
Yeah, the Aces down a player already, and Tigers find themselves on the power play.
15:43 on the clock in this first, and it's a power play opportunity for Telford now. Berry just circling round, trying to shut those pass lanes off, but Tigers working it well. Andrews with the shot.
Oh, it's in!
It's in, and that's a Hunt goal. Initial shot coming in from Ads Andrews.
Well, it almost looked like it hadn't gone in, but it bounced in, came straight out, and the goal's been registered, and the Tigers take a lead here at Altrincham. It's Altrincham Aces 0, Telford Tigers 1.
Face-off as we get action back underway after that Hunt goal. Telford in their own zone, taking the time, push that forward, picked up by Reid. Reid skating on into the zone, cuts inside his man, Haslam reels that in, but under pressure, he's coughed it up to Super. Super, still in possession into the corner. Knocks that away from Berry. Gets the body on for the troubles though, and Volkanovs takes his time, tries to go cross ice. Dangerous pass intercepted by Super. Reed's still in there. Berry's trying to body him off the puck. Little scruffle. Griffin's now picked that loose puck up. Finds Super looking at the backdoor opportunity. Can't get it off quick enough. Reed's still in the corner. Decides to stretch the play. Round to Griffin, back to Reed. Super now picking that puck up, and Telford doing well to keep the Aces on their feet here.
Yeah, crowd in that blue paint area already.
Super turns his man quickly, looking for support or an opportunity as Jolly skates in. Super goes to go blue line, clears it out himself. Volkanovs is straight on his man there, and he's chasing him into the corner. Coughs it up. Jones picks that puck up. Haslam can't reel it in. Super's back in possession for Telford, except this time he's trapped in his own zone. Tigers working that puck around. Volkanovs. Hopkins can't reel it in. Howells doing well. Reese Howells does well forward. Maudsley gingerly pushes that away. Picked up once more. Jolly skates in. Looking for the opportunity out in front. Andrews, will he have a shot? Yes, he will. Straight into the glove of Maudsley. And great pressure and spell there from Telford. Face off, right hand side of Maudsley. Drawing goes way of Telford. Yet puts it over. Howell takes a shot, sails wide. It's going to be picked up by Jones. Jones, Ainsworth. Again, into the corner. Ainsworth there. Picks it up quickly from Hopkins, tries to turn it back in. Played out by Telford, yet. Into the corner, Carroll Yates once more, body on from Watson. And Tigers just taking the time to find the space, and they have done. Puck comes in, turned around by Maudsley there, cleared out by Berry. And Holland's done a job there as well. Tigers again trying to skate that in. Jolly. Spoils picked up once more, and shot comes in.
It's
in.
Well, powers that in from the blue line. Sniper shot from distance. And that's gone straight in for Connor Gordon. And he's extended the lead here for the Tigers tonight. Now Altrincham Aces 0, Telford Tigers 2.
Face off gets us back underway. Altrincham in possession now. Chapman knocks it forward. It's going to be turned around again by Telford. Picked up by Dunn. Takes his time, finds some out nice, puts the puck forward for Chapman. Loose pass, jumped upon again by Telford, who seemed to be jumping all over the Altrincham mistakes early on.
Yeah, the Aces a little bit sloppy to start. Got to just settle down.
Kamnicek puts it forward for Dunford. Dunford goes to the wing, goes to cut in. Looks there for Bain. Out in front of that crease.
Oh, and it's getting lively.
Physical. Ollie Baines had his helmet taken off. And it looks like we've got fireworks early here.
Well, we kind of expected it, Ben. We expected it to be lively. Don't forget, these two teams only played each other last weekend. And the Tigers are looking for revenge in this one.
Well, Chapman's skating away from that, but he's not happy. Dunn's not happy. Baines not happy.
At the moment, I think it's...
And it's... Well, that's Josh Hustwick there.
Yeah, it looks like it's a little bit of handbags.
Is it a sign of things to come, though, Gary?
Well, I think it is, yeah. But right now, the official's quite happy to send both teams away with a warning.
Well, face off. Left-hand side of Johnson gets us back underway as Tigers look to play out their zone and do so. Great pass forward for Super. Plenty of space into the corner. Berry straight down on Super. Shot comes in, Maudsley covers that post well. And another warning sign for the Aces. Face off, Altrincham zone, left hand side of Maudsley. Won by Aces. Cleared around there by Clarkson. Picked up by Volkanovs, open ice in front of him, supporting the former Haslam. Gets around his man, finds Haslam.
Oh!
Great cut out there by Reed.
Oh, you cannot leave pucks sitting like that.
Clarkson keeps the play alive though. Volkanovs straight back on that, into the corner. Gets around one man, back stick, tries to find Jones. Backhand opportunity there, Clarkson again. We're going back the other way, and Haslam still not cleared, and now it is.
And the Aces have got to wonder, how did that not go in the net?
Anderson puts that puck around the boards, picked up by Clarkson far side. Berry quick to react, jumps on the loose puck. Andrews, Volkanovs just takes that away from the Tigers player there with a little flick of the stick. And Altrincham back in possession once more. Volkanovs. Well, Andrews stands him up there. Oh! Well, you can see in the replay there, Andrews goes to put the body on. It looks like the butt of the stick catches Andrews in the chin, and Andrews immediately reacts with a right hook.
Well, be interested to see what the officials are going to do with that. But Andrews quite clearly saying what he was doing there. Officials have got to get a grip of this game before it gets out of hand. So they're having a quick talk. But there's got to be... something's got to happen here, I think. And I've got a feeling that they're going to have a word with Telford. Yeah, it looks like it. Well,
nothing seems to have come of that.
Well, maybe they're just warning that they've got to keep an eye on it.
So, face-off, neutral ice. Quickly picked up once more by Telford as he goes to push that forward. Telford trying to claim for a trip in there. Puck stumped into the zone, picked up by Ainsworth in the corner. Yates giving the pressure. Holland scooped up the loose change. Good shot in. Oh! Johnson. Andrews again. Trying to get that puck into the slot for Altrincham. Gordon tries to clear the boards. Kept alive still. No, it's out the zone now. Altrincham forced out. Dumped that into the corner. It's going to be scooped up once more by Gordon. Uses out boards. Finds Jolly. Hopkins can't get there quick enough. Dunn's going to get there though for Altrincham. Once more, Watson puts it into the Tiger zone. Hustwick just clears it away from Hopkins. Dunn knocks it back in on net. Ainsworth now they're giving forecheck. Gordon's down and the arm of the official's up. And this is going on Bart Ainsworth. It's a slashing call.
Well, I think the officials are... yeah, it looks like Ainsworth is just saying to the official there, I didn't mean to do that, it was accidental. Either way, the officials are giving the penalty. Do the crime, you serve the time.
So, power play again in favour of Telford. Face off, right hand side of Maudsley. Tie up on the face off. Shot in. Well, good shot, and Kamicek's got to clear that very quickly. Johnson out of his net. Looks to play that forward. Super. Knocks it on. Telford just trying to set up in the Altrincham zone. Cycling that puck well. Puts it in the slot, it's cleared out. Super's there though to keep the play alive. Dunn's going to jump on that loose puck and clears it all the way down. Well, Baines down there, cuts out the puck. And again, Bain picking up short-hand opportunity, no! Oh! Telford, all panic stations there. But it's done the job. He's chewed up almost a minute of that penalty. On the boards. Dunn plays it round once more. Griffin can't keep it in. Bain just assists it onto net. Dunford has it taken away from him. Off the board onto Yates' stick. Carol Yates skates it over. Slams the brakes on, U-turns. Dunford does well, clears his zone once more. And this PK unit of Altrincham doing really well so far, withstanding the pressure as Volkanovs has picked up the puck. Goes to go around Hunt, sends him into the corner. Hunt uses the boards, feeds that back to Connor Keys. Keys plays it forward. And again, pressure in the Altrincham zone, but we're inside 10 seconds of that penalty. Shot in, and it's in!
Well, second time tonight from the blue line, the Tigers have found a way through that defence and slotted home another score and find themselves 3 up here at Altrincham Aces. It's Altrincham Aces 0, Telford Tigers 3, with Jordan Jolly firing a sniper shot again from the blue line.
Face-off once more resumes the action. Obviously that goal nullifying the remaining few seconds of that penalty serve to Wainsworth. So we're back to full strength hockey as Gordon finds Reed. Venus knocks it forward. Howells receives a body on from Haslam. Coughs the puck up. Haslam goes to take it inside. Laid off for Sullivan. Sullivan puts it in for Volkanovs. Volkanovs tries, stabbing at the pickle. And again, there seems to be a little bit of handbags. Well, that's Howells and Volkanovs this time.
Well, I think Volkanovs was just, as you say, he was stabbing at the pickle a little bit there. He felt he had an opportunity to get it loose.
Face-off left to Johnson. Won by Telford. Round to Griffin. Volkanovs takes him out the play. Holland puts that puck on. And again, Volkanovs trying to do his defensive duties as well. Super gets round his man. Lines a shot up, takes it. Great blocker save there by Maudsley. And obviously that puck goes out of play. Face off, right hand side of Maudsley, Altrincham zone. Pushed forward by the Altrincham Aces as they try and clear the zone, but Super keeps that play going for the Tigers. Holland gets a stick on that, tries to find Volkanovs. Telford making sure they're in every little bit of space possible. Super toying with Maudsley behind the net before he lays it off to Andrews at the point once more. Super trying to work that puck around. That's up, still in the rink though. Picked up Sullivan, uses the boards to clear it. Andrews picks it up high, lays that back for Reed. Quick pass forward to Griffin again once more, dumps it inside. Holland and Anderton. It's Holland that gets there. Uses the board, clears it out once more. Gordon in receipt of that. Lays that over for Keys. Keys goes to go off the board. Haslam picks it up, skates it in. Leaves it for Volkanovs. Volkanovs takes a shot. Goes to go top shelf. And there's a hooking call coming. Well, who's this going to be assessed on? Callum Griffin. He's going the box. And for the first time tonight, Altrincham handed the man advantage as we go for a power play, Altrincham Aces. So, face-off, the left-hand side of Johnson in the Altrincham offensive zone. Won immediately by Altrincham. Bain does well to find Volkanovs. Takes his time, could have had a shot. Plays it back in, Chapman taking his time again. Looks at the slot, Volkanovs! There it is!
Well,
and Altrincham are on the board.
They circled that round, took their time, and as it gets fed in, Volkanovs slots it home nicely past the Telford Tigers netminder and brings the Aces back into this game. And it's now Altrincham Aces 1, Telford Tigers 3.
Action back underway once more. Immediately Super tries to drive that forward. There's a man brought down there on the middle of the ice. That's on Bain. Well, Bain's immediately go in the box.
Well, no sooner did he get an advantage.
And things are getting out of the referee's control here, and that's a cross check.
Oh. The Aces could not have given themselves a worse situation.
Face off, going to be right hand side of Maudsley. Immediately won by Telford. Cleared out the zone. 150 shows on the game clock for the period. 150 now shows on the penalty clock. There's Telford in their own zone. Plenty of time to play that out. Super pushes that forward. Goes to go around a man, but Chapman's there. That was Anderson. Super's picked the puck up though. Skates it in. Takes his time. Shoots. Oh. Great leg pad save, Maudsley. Chapman's going to be there. Pokes it away out the way of the Tigers player and puts it straight on the net. And a little body on there from Chapman disrupts Griffin. Anderson can't get round his man completely. Loose puck jumped on by Dunford. Uses the net to create some space. Plays it off the boards all the way down again. Keys. Behind his own net, plays it from the byline. Super. Turned into the cul-de-sac there by Watson. In less than a minute now, in both the penalty and the period. Keys takes a shot. Maudsley wraps that one up well. Face off. Altrincham zone. Great pressure there from Volkanovs. He's given himself an opportunity. Volkanovs one-on-one. Oh. Great save, Johnson.
Well, he stood firm. Volkanovs screaming down on him there, one-on-one. And he stood firm and soaked up that shot. And still, Aces 1, Tigers 3.
So we're going to get a face-off now. Tiger zone, right, left-hand side of Johnson. Drawing in the favour of Telford. Push that forward immediately. Hunt is going to be down there. Clarkson's there as well. 17 seconds remaining in this period. Yates puts it back into the corner. Picked up by Jolly. Jolly plays it round to Yates once more. Scooped up there by Altrincham 10. Straight back over Clarkson. Ooh! And he nets off. It's Morin's end. The officials straight in there. Berry saying that Maudsley was pushed into the net.
Yeah.
And the officials have seen it. He's going in the box.
Well,
that's going to be goaltender interference, and that's going to be served against Connor Keys. So with 5 seconds left in this period and 8 seconds left on the penalty assessed to Ollie Bain.
That means they'll start the second period with 2 players sitting in the penalty box, albeit Ollie will be in there for 3 seconds.
So it's a bit of 4-on-4 hockey to kill this period off. And we're going back up the Telford zone. Face off. Dunford does well, but immediately cleared out. 2-1. There's your buzzer.
Well, an interesting period, heated at times, and we knew that. But it's a surprising score, should we say, from our point of view here tonight at Altrincham Ice. It's currently Altrincham Aces 1, Telford Tigers 3. We'll take a short break.
Dunarmus Sportswear, sponsors of Drop the Puck. Brakes and Sons sponsor Drop the Puck.
Mr. Williams calls attention back to the centre ice. We go ready and the second period's underway. The clock's 3, 2, 1. Trapdoor opens. Here comes Bain. And the second period starts. Power play in favour of Altrincham. Volkanov straight down. Takes a shot early on Johnson. Bain can't keep it in. Dunn's back to receive that. Tries to find a way through. Finds Dunford. Pushes it out to Chapman. Chapman pickpocketed there by Super, and it's dumped down onto the net there of Maudsley. And with 2-goal advantage, Gary, you've got to think that Telford fancy putting this one to bed in this period.
Well, Ben, all I can say is if I was the Aces coach...
Chapman drives that one in.
If I was the Aces coach, I'd be telling them they need to pick up on these loose pucks, fight a little bit more for the puck, because every time they've had an opportunity, they've not capitalised, they've not made it pay, and the Tigers have done everything they need to.
We're going to get a face-off. Tigers own. Puck worked round. Once more.
Oh, and all the way up the ice.
Cleared out.
Well, the tempo's a little less what it was in the end of that first period, Ben. It seems to have eased off a bit. Maybe that period break has helped them somewhat.
As Volkanov drives that round. Bain taking his time behind the net. Loose puck passed down and jumped on by the Tigers. Shot in, blocked off the stick. Dunn's going to be there, but uses the boards. Haslam takes his time, drives that forward. Jones feeds it back to Haslam. Haslam only has to get a stick down. Well, he's brought down by Maudsley. And we're going back the other way. Volkanov sends it round though again, chases his man up on the boards. Reed does well. Haslam scoops that back, and that's going to be an offside call. So, face off, neutral ice. Watkins does well. Still driving it in. Back across the slot. Ainsworth couldn't get there. Done forward by Hopkins.
Oh, here we go.
Telford back the other way. Jolly takes it round his man. Puts it on the chest of Maudsley. Again. Trying to clear the zone out. Body on someone there. Yates is the man that's gone down. And cleared away Hopkins. Feeds it over for Ainsworth. Receives a big body on there. Shot in. Looking for the back door opportunity there. Watson couldn't get a stick down in time. Watson puts it back in. Great pressure from Altrincham. Gordon clears it away there. Big swing on that. Little body on there. Once more. It's getting really physical. Clears it forward. Huswick turns it round. Knocks it forward. Done. Scoops that up. Camney check. Leaves it forward for Bain. Bain knocks that forward. Going back the other way now. Venus taking out the play there by Dunn. Camney check again. Clears it round for Dunford. Scooped up once more by Telford. Dunford knocks it forward. Out the way of Reed. And it's going to be Bain chasing that down.
Well, tempers are starting to rise a little bit again, Ben.
Bain puts the body on. Chapman and Bain both applying a little bit of forecheck pressure. There's Howells down the wing. Gets inside his man. Takes the shot.
Straight through.
Well, he's 5-holed Maudsley.
Yeah, as he came down the left-hand side of the netminder there, Maudsley, and he just manages to come across. And Howells finds the smallest of gaps to send that through that 5-hole. Maudsley's left on his knees, The puck's in the back of the net, and the Tigers extend their lead here tonight. It's Altrincham Aces 1, Telford Tigers 4.
Back underway. Immediate face-off win for Telford. Take the time. Again, another call. The officials say he was going to be offside. It's allowed Telford in. Puck, no man's land. Supers managed to dig that out between his skates. Puts it back across for Griffin. Volkanovs is there. Plays it around. Anderton backhands it straight back in. Griffin out in front. Berry intercepts, clears it out. Super digs it in off the boards. Griffin. Well, Sullivan's over there fighting. Berry's had to go and help. And now Altrincham turn that back around. Haslam tries to go around his man. Puck sails through the crease.
Oh, he slips.
And Telford once more in possession of this puck. Oh, little nudge there from Volkanovs. Griffin found on the stretch pass. Clarkson does well. Kieran Clarkson has Hunt looking down on him. Gives the puck away. Super immediately picks that up. Drives it in. Puck going through. Picked up once more by Dunn. And right now, Dunn looking the only comfortable Altrincham player in defence.
Yeah, the Aces are getting a little bit frustrated now. Compared to the score the last time these two teams played at.
That was a big hit, followed right the way through there. That was Watkins on Gordon. And now Hunt down the other end. Great little poke check from Dunn again. Just disrupts the play. As we're on the boards. Comes out with Ainsworth. He's brought down. Official's arm stays down. Watson.
No penalty.
Played forward, Hopkins. Lays off, Watson once more. Takes the shot. Great save. Back in. Palmed away by Gordon. Third time looking, no. Kamnicek can't make it pay. And Chapman straight over and straight into the game. Tigers drive that in. Great shot. Good save there by Maudsley.
Yeah, every time the Aces are trying to fire a shot into that net, and there's Tiger bodies everywhere.
Face off, left hand side of Maudsley. Again, good draw in. Griffin with the early shot. Maudsley lost that for a second. Super's there for the scraps. Into the corner now. Dunn. Applying great pressure. Anderson feeds that back out.
All well soaked up.
And Volkanovs and Gordon. Little bit of trading of the stick across the pads there. And he's brought it over. Lays it off. Volkanovs lays it back once more. Too many passes. Super's on the rebounds. And here comes Anderton. Berry just bodies Anderton off the puck. Jones does well. Can't get it round his man though. Volkanovs takes his time, pushes it up. Jones gets his legs going. Jones and Jolly. Gordon's been allowed in there to clear that. Volkanovs again back over. Anderson. Shot in. Little redirect from Maudsley. Takes it out of the danger zone, but still a dangerous shot. Haslam's going to be first man there for Altrincham. Volkanovs works it around the back, goes to both backhand, brought it inside tight. He's lost his stick in quickly reunited with it though. Jones again goes across the slot. Well, this is getting scrappy. Volkanov's there. He's accused of tripping once, then on Gordon.
Well,
and he's being made to pay for that, and he's going straight to box.
yeah, it's the thing is, when you do something, when you commit a penalty, You always get the retaliator gets calls. We say this kind of size.
Well, Haslam and Jolly.
Yeah,
Haslam's been sent back his bench to calm down. Play back underway from neutralised face-off. Hunt tries to drive that puck forward. It's put over to the far side. Keys picks that up at pace. Gets a big hit there from Sullivan, the young lad. Turns it back in once more. Keys forces that puck around to Hunt. Hunt taking his time. Telford again, trying to cycle that puck. Penalties expired. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Although Volkanov still in the box. Watson's through. Goes round his man. Open net. Couldn't make anything of it.
And that's an opportunity gone begging.
Puck played back out. Sullivan gives the puck away once more. Picks it back up though. Decides to take it in himself. Still Max Sullivan into the corner. Puts it back across the crease. Picked up once more. Can't be kept in. Dunn's going to need the first man back to pick that up. Dunn using the boards. Tries to push it forward. Huswick just going to pick that up. Right out in front of our camera now. What an Eagles view that is. And a little bit of afters once more. That's going to be a dead play. Face off. Right hand side of Johnson in the Telford zone. Reed picks that loose puck up. Immediately tries and takes it around the back of his net. Create a bit of space and they have cleared it out. Gallagher. Dunn's going to be there. Picks that up, a little bit of space in front of him. Can Haslam use it? And Hopkins, sorry. Ainsworth. Beaten out once more by Huswick. Pocket picked and it's turned back round by Telford. Decides to put it into the corner. Thomason. Berry.
And there's
bodies flying everywhere.
Yeah, bodies everywhere on the ice, just off camera.
Reed. Still very scrappy as a shot comes in from Berry there. Glove down and onto the ice from Johnson. Andrews tries to clear it out once more.
Oh.
Telford looking skated in. Find Griffin. Griffin. Great kick out save there by Maudsley. Berry with Super into the corner. Super wins that battle. Baines in to rescue. Great play there. Dunford's through. Dunford.
Oh.
Can he get it?
Again.
And that's two opportunities now. Griffin knocks it forward there. Can he get it back? Well, there was dangerous there. Holland couldn't clear it away. Luckily, Maudsley kicked it out. And the Aces just don't look settled at all, Gary.
Yeah, the Tigers have got under their skin a little bit, but they just need to settle down and just play hockey and get these passes a little bit better.
Puck into the opposite corner. Anderson puts the body on Bain. Dunford lays it off. Shot in!
Oh, how did that not go in?
With the shot. Again, out in front. Chapman there this time!
And it's there this time. Lovely little bit of play. It's fed round the back of the goal. Comes in. Chapman takes the opportunity to slot it home and give the Aces a bit of a breath of fresh air in this second period. As it's now Altrincham Aces 2. Telford Tigers 4.
Back to the centre circle to get the game back underway once more. And you'll notice now, Vlad Volkanovs is back on the ice for Altrincham. Will we see things boiling over from before?
Well, we know how much of a key player he is for the Aces, Ben. And
Haslam does well though for the Aces. Support there as he goes through. He has Volkanovs and Jones on that forward line with him. Sent back the other way though, and quick work between Jolly and Hunt.
ooh,
Maudsley caught off guard there a little bit, but he's managed to get back in his crease. Shot in straight into the glove. Face off, won by Altrincham. Hopkins takes his time, decides to dump that in. It's going to go right round for Ainsworth. There's an official's arms up. We're getting a penalty. To the bench goes Maudsley, so it's going against Telford.
Well,
And that looks like it's on Gallagher.
yeah, he's making his way over to the box. And the Tigers have got to be careful now because the Aces are starting to get their feet under the table a little bit and claw it back.
And that's a cross-check on Gallagher.
And one player off the ice for the Tigers means that the Aces now have a power play advantage. Can they capitalise on it?
Face-off now with Altrincham on the power play. 3:36 remaining in the period. Can Altrincham get a goal to bring themselves within a single goal back into this game?
Well, there's enough time for them to get two, Ben, if they work on it.
Dunford lays that off for Dunn. Back to Dunford. Little bit of sauce on that, takes it past Bain, but Chapman's there to tidy up. Volkanovs once more. Still Volkanovs. Back to Dunn. And the penalty kill there.
Tigers are playing good defence here.
Chapman. And just as you can see, the Aces are very, very clinically trying to work this puck around and wait for that opportunity. As they fire the first opportunity in. Now with Bain behind the net, there's little, in fact, a minute left of this penalty. 2:35 now left in the period. Volkanov's trying to provide the screen, but it's come off a Telford player and down. And Telford going for a quick line change.
He had three Tigers and three Tiger players and their netminder in that blue paint area alone there. It's hard to be pushing a puck past that lot.
Haslam to Volkanovs. Volkanovs decides to try and skate it in, but Gordon with a key little poke check there. Is running 30 seconds to the power play now. Volkanovs, Jones, Volkanovs again.
Oh!
Haslam. Doing well. And, well, 13 seconds left of this power play now. And Gordon's just going to dump that down. Sullivan. Being forced wide by Jolly.
And the trapdoor opens now for the Tigers.
As we go back to full strength. Gallagher back on the ice. Volkanovs ties up with Hunt neutral ice. Scooped up there by Haslam once more. Drives it in, crowded out with that black and orange wall. Sullivan to Berry. Berry decides to play that in. It's come off the skate of Reed into the corner. And Telford is just going to calmly work that puck around.
Yeah, quick line change by the Aces there.
Hunt. Taken off the puck there by Altrincham. Picked up by Yates. Yates skated in. Slot shot, runs wide.
You can't give Yates time like that in front of net.
As we're in the final minute now of this period. Keys turns his man, creates space. Anderton lays it off. Shot in. Great save there. That was a shot from Jolly. Watson does well, feeds it to Jones. Jones and Ainsworth skate forward, and Ainsworth creeps his toe over the line, and they're going to pull him back for that. So face off neutral ice. Kamnicek plays it back to Dunn. 18 seconds remain in this period. Kamnicek and Dunn a little bit of D today, trying to stretch out that Telford unit. Straight down onto net and cleared away by Maudsley. Dunn sees Griffin out. Altrincham managed to scoop that puck out. There's the buzzer. And Gary, two opportunities there for Altrincham in that period to get goals twice. And there seems to be a little bit of afters there between Watson and somebody, but Watson just skating away. So this game's certainly not over for the physical side.
No, there's still a lot of underlying issues, little tempers are flared, little individual spats going on. But regardless of that, the second period, which seems each team getting a goal onto the board, so it's pretty even from the second period. But the Aces still lead here. The Tigers still lead here tonight. After 2 periods of ice hockey, we go into the changing rooms with the Altrincham Aces 2, Telford Tigers 4. We'll take a short break.
Dunarmus Sportswear, sponsors of Drop the Puck. Brakes and Sons sponsor Drop the Puck.
I'm joined by Aces head coach Elliot Bain. Elliot, so far it's been a difficult game for you. You're struggling to get in it, but there's only still 2 goals in it, a whole 20 minutes to play. What's just been said in the locker room there?
Just basically that we need to dig deep. We've got to get to the level where we were last week when we beat Telford. We've got to get to a point where we know we can play much better than this. The boys have got to dig deep. It's going to be one of them games where you've got a battle to win. But yeah, only 2 goals in it, and hopefully we can fight this one back in the next 20 minutes.
And it's quite blatant there that they are keen on Vlad Volkanov's there. They're trying to keep him off the ice.
Yeah, it looks like he did some damage to them last week. And yeah, we just got to try and find him some space.
So, third period, what's the game plan now?
Work hard. We've got to get back to working hard and hope we can find some results, find the opportunities to come our way and hopefully take them.
Excellent. Well, Elliot, we'll let you get back down the bench. We'll catch you soon.
Interesting comments there, Ben. I mean, and we knew that they were going to key on the likes of lads, because the Tigers have got that thorn in their paw after that last game, and they're desperate to try and get something back on this.
Yeah, Gary, as Elliot said there when I spoke to him, they've basically got to write this game off and go straight back to playing the way they did last week when they took it to Telford in their own barn. I mean, Altrincham are at their home ice. They should be showing what they're capable of.
Well, they've got 20 minutes, 1 period of hockey to do that in, to get 2 goals, 3 to take the win. Let's take this away then.
Mr. Williams in the centre ice. And this third and final period is underway. Kamnicek lays that off at Dunn. Dunn, round the back of his net immediately. Lets his forwards get in position. Chapman pushes that through. Griffin, the stick deflects out the way of Bain. Trying to play it straight back over immediately. Chapman does well. Gets there first. Gordon. Pushes it over Hustwick. Back to Gordon. Played forward for Dunn. Bain reels that in. Just out of reach though. Hunt. Little hand pass for Super. Super still in possession. Takes it in. Hunt support. Goes for the shot himself. Tried to top shelf Maudsley. He's read that and the second shot. Great start to this period for Paul Maudsley.
Yeah, lovely shot there by Super. Thought it was going to go in top corner of to the left of Maudsley, but well saved. Recovers the puck on the rebound.
Face off, left hand side of Maudsley in the Altrincham zone. Volkanov straight out trying to apply that pressure. Hunt into the corner, gets around Sullivan. Jets goes to go in straight away. Maudsley's there. He's given his team the opportunities. They've cleared the zone. And that's straight onto the opposite net there. While Johnson still resides between the pipes. Reed leads it off Andrews. Andrews, great pass forward. Finds Yates. Yates takes it onside. Little poke check there from Berry, takes it out the way of Hunt. And now Jones, well, great cut out there. Jolly's taking it back the other way. Sullivan rubs him out of that play.
Oh, he's just got caught.
Volkanov's to 3-on-2. Wind up shot.
Oh, it's in!
Haslam brings it back within one, and what a great play by the Altrincham Aces.
Well, it looked like Hunt got caught napping on the far side there. Vulcanovs picks up that puck, takes it down the ice, feeds it in, and fires a shot for the Aces, takes them into a 3-4 game now. Haslam capitalising for that goal. It's now Aces 3, Tigers 4.
Face-off gets us back underway now, within a goal. As, again, Vulcanovs picks it up neutral ice, skates it in, into the corner, gets around that check, puts it in the slot, well read by the Tigers, own clear out. Sullivan, straight back through, out in front. Well, he's forced Johnson to dive on there. And Keys tying up there with Vulcanovs. Neutral ice face-off between Watson and Anderson. Anderson wins that one. Tigers in possession in their own zone. Aces immediately putting that pressure on. Hopkins gets over there. Huswick gets round him first though. Shot on, sails wide. Ainsworth picks up the rebound. Back out to Griffin though, neutral ice. Puts it back over once more for Huswick. Huswick trying to feed that forward to Anderson. Picked it up there. Super gets a little body on and there's the arms up of the official. And that's a tripping call. Bart Ainsworth standing there looking bemused.
Well, the one thing the Aces don't want is players in a penalty box. They're now going to be a man down. It gives the advantage to the Tigers.
Face off. Aces zone. Power play in favour of the Telford Tigers. Andrews at the point with the puck. Puts it straight in. Maudsley does well to clear the zone. Dunford's going to be first man there. Body on for it though, as Griffin straight over. They managed to clear it away. Andrews comfortably back and finds Hunt forward. Berry absolutely nails him there. Tigers though, still working that puck around. Hunt's back.
Oh, what
wow.
a deflection shot there.
Maudsley and Berry do well, but good play there by Hunt. Again, great pressure from Telford here with Jets. Driven into the corner, decides to knock it back. Berry manages to find an inch there and he's got to stick in and clear that out. Foot race between Dunford. We look like Hunt there. Another hit on. This is getting salivating.
You can't say it, Ben. You can't say it.
Pushed forward once more. Jets. What a shot. And I would not want to be on the receiving end of one of them. As Sullivan now, allowed in, clears his own, finds Bain high. Bain, he's got one opportunity, tries to go round, backhand, puts it in again. It's come off the side net and Chapman loses it. It's come all the way around for Super. 30 seconds left in the power play. Great hit by Chapman.
There's a penalty.
But they're saying it's in the back. Arms up. That's cross-check. And Brad Chapman's going to head to the box and keep Ainsworth company for 28 seconds, sorry. Okay, so face off. And like I say, 5-on-3 there. Aces have now got to defend this penalty for another 11 seconds.
Yeah, I think they'll see this out, but there'll still be a man down for just over a minute and a half.
And with one goal hanging in the balance, it's not a position they want to be in as that penalty expires. 5-on-4 we go to.
Telford already asking questions.
The clock showing 2 penalties, yet the only penalty at the moment assessed to Bradley Chapman of the Aces. Shot in, Maudsley's there again. Dunn holds up Anderson in the corner. Managed to keep it alive. Fans on the shot does Griffin. Cleared down. And Andrews has a hole in his glove he didn't realise.
Replace that out.
Picked up there by Griffin. Takes the shot.
Oh, nice shot, but it's well saved by Maudsley.
Face off again, Altrincham zone. Tie up there on the draw. Telford come out with that puck. Hunt taking his time. Worked it round. A little bit of back and forth there with Jets and Keys. Come out, Jolly, winds up. Takes a shot, it's bobbled through, Maudsley's laid out.
Oh.
What a save, Maudsley.
Two Tigers there were just situated right in front of him, waiting for the deflection.
And he looked like he managed to save that with a teddy bear roll. There's Jets. Now, 10 seconds after the penalty. Pushes that forward. Bain's done well to redirect it into the corner. Jolly,
and there's a penalty already.
They're saying it's offside. They're saying it. Unfortunately, when Jets pushed it forward, his man was already over the blue. So with 6 seconds left on the power play, we're going to get ourselves a face-off. Face-off there, won by Altrincham, but immediately jumped upon by Telford. Volkanovs is in there, they've dug it out. Penalties expired, Chapman's back on the ice. Haslam in possession. And that's a storm well weathered. There's a little bit of a collision there between Chapman and Gordon.
Yeah, just off camera.
Berry decides to dump that into the corner. Picked up by Chapman. And again, that's been blown dead there.
Well, Berry's having a quick word there with the official and saying somebody's giving him talks, and Hunt's heading to the penalty box.
Well, we're waiting for the official call. It's going. It's interference call. So an interference call on Hunt.
So advantage handed to the Aces now, as they've got 2 minutes of power play over the Tigers. Let's see if they can make this pay.
With an opportunity to get back in this game now, Altrincham. Face off. Tiger zone. As they try and clear that out immediately. Found Bain at the point. Bain decides to go inside Volkanovs. Takes it in! And he's made it pay! Well, it was a well-worked play there, as Bain waited for Volkanovs to skate into position. Vlad, with his one-timer, picks it up, puts it top shelf over Johnson. And Gary, we've got ourselves a game.
Yeah, the score's now. Altrincham Aces 4, Telford Tigers 4. And things are getting interesting with 13 minutes remaining on the clock. Yes, we certainly have. Shall I say, Ben, we've got a tasty one. I can say it because it's not you.
Face-off gets this game back underway once more. Telford win the draw, straight to Huswick. Haslam applying the forward check. Tries to get round Volkanovs with a pass and do so. Sullivan's 2-on-1 out of that play. Gets straight back in now. Great little play there by Max Sullivan. And now Volkanovs just tidies that up. Brings it forward. Bit of a weak pass there from Volkanovs, allowed Griffin in. As it, again, Telford try and turn that around. Haslam. Jones. Sean Jones. Intercepted there by Griffin, who just dumps it back in. And Telford doing well of keeping the Aces pinned in their own zone. As now Huswick takes his time. Knocks her forward for Anderson, who's flicked that on. Sullivan's going to be the first man there. Uses the boards. Lays it off for Volkanovs. Volkanovs, a little bit of out nice in front of him. Jones had the puck played behind him. He's managed to knock it on, though. Keys takes control of that play. That's a nasty bounce off one of the stanchions, and the plexi, and Super's capitalised and driven it forward immediately. A little bit of stick skill to get around one man, taken out the play there by another. Oh, and Volkanovs, as Haslam's brought down there, takes the shot off the leg pads of Johnson. And Volkanovs now being made to pay in the paint. Jones is there. Dunn's going to pick up that puck. And tension starting to boil over once more.
Yeah, you can see the Vulcanov's getting a little shove. Some of the Tigers players, a little physical there.
Getting involved there.
And
that's a penalty.
well,
Griffin's go in the box.
no sooner did they get to full strength and the Tigers have been pegged back again.
Yeah, Gordon go in the box now, I apologise.
And the official just explaining to him exactly what he'd done. There's no point in arguing.
Holding the opposition's equipment.
So, with 11:24 remaining in this period, the Aces find themselves in a power play position.
And dare I say it, Gary, have they got another trick up their sleeve?
Well, that remains to be seen.
Face-off gets us back underway. Immediately, Telford clear that out. Done. Plays that over. Bain taking his time. Telford trying to keep them pinned in the zone as they play that puck out. Picked up by Dunford. Dunford getting his legs going. Inside the zone, takes all the way around the back. Backhand to Bain at the point. Point shot. Oh, up out in front of Watson. Chapman's there. Was asking for an Altrincham stick to be put on that. But great defensive play there by Telford.
Yeah,
seeing it
done
out.
well.
Another shot in again, looking for the spoils. In come the Aces, but Telford doing well, cleared that out. Bain comfortably going to pick that up in his own zone. Plays it over to Dunn near side. Dunn uses the boards, rings it round for Dunford. Dunford takes the body off Keys. Great play by Bain to keep it in. Dunford again, back out in front, nobody there. He's handed it over. And what a stick lift there from Watson. Oh, little opportunity there for the Tigers as there's 46 seconds now left in this power play. Puck played forward. Haslam gets around one man, gets his legs going, rides the check. Back across the slot.
No.
Nobody there.
That was begging to be knocked in.
Berry takes the shot. It's come off the skate of Huswick dangerously.
Oh!
And that one almost took out our spectators in the stands. Luckily, the bar was there.
And our cameraman.
And as they say in the business, that's your keeper.
Oh, yeah. Who, the cameraman or the puck?
We're going to get action back underway with a face-off in the Tiger zone. They've managed to clear that out with 18 seconds remaining on the power play.
Oh.
Super's in, 1-on-1 with Maudsley. It's in! 5-hole shorthand. And Philip Super takes the Tigers back out in front.
Yeah, he just took his time, skated towards Ace's net and waved his stick a couple of times, slots it just underneath Maudsley and gives the Tigers that lead again. It's now Altrincham Aces 4, Telford Tigers 5.
Well, that short-handed goal from Super still means there's 10 seconds of power play left for the Aces. But it seems to have been a sucker punch and knocked all the wind out of their sails. As we go 3-2-1, skated in there by Sullivan. Still Sullivan takes a shot.
Oh.
Off the leg pads, trapdoor opens.
Nice bit of ice hockey there by Sullivan.
Back to full strength. Keys. Big golf swing on that. Berry brings that down. Back in once more on Keys. Uses the boards. Finds Hunt. Left for Jolly. Pushed round for Reed. Watson does well just to take him out the play and allow an opportunity as Hopkins comes in. Jets. Oh. Dangerously out in front. And he's managed to poke check it away. Watson's in 1-on-1.
Yes! Oh my goodness. Well,
that's great opportunity for the kid there, and it'll give him lots of confidence.
and that key move there as the player stretches out, knocks the puck forward. I think it was, and Luke Watson picks it up, solo 1-on-1 with the netminder, and manages to slot that puck right past and brings the Aces level here. It's now Altrincham Aces 5, Telford Tigers 5.
Action resumes, 5-all. Late into this third period now. Aces. Oh, there's going to be a call there. And that looks like it's on Chapman again. Well, there's a Tigers player just getting up off the ice. Looks like Huswick. And Kamnicek's going in the box.
And yet again...
And in fact, it's Super. It was Super getting up off the ice.
Yeah, yet again, Aces have just managed to pull themselves back into this game. And they've now find themselves a man down.
I'd said it in the intro, Gary. The one thing the Aces had going for them was their discipline record, higher than it had been as in regards to the penalty minutes being down than most seasons. Good shot in there by Griffin Sales wide. Yeah, and that all seems to have gone out the window this game.
I was going to say, the discipline seems to have gone out of this one, but it's a heated affair, and obviously the two teams only played each other 7 days ago. There's still a lot of...
Well, Chapman's managed to push it forward for Dunford. Dunford gets round. Andrews goes in. Tries to get away on Johnson. Just a little wave of the wand.
Good save by Johnson.
And the Aces certainly seem to have found their rhythm now. As Tigers go back the other way. Great play though, Huswick. Plenty of time. Takes a shot. Morton's got time to see that. Berry gets over there. Pushes it forward once more. 1:15 now left in the power play. Quick play forward to Jets. Jets has got Gordon ahead of him. Decides to go the other side. Little 1-2 there with Griffin. Aces intervene once more and clear that puck away. Reed. Oh, and it's come out to Bain. And he doesn't realise. Well, that was a dangerous manoeuvre there. It was Anderton.
Yeah, got to have your head on a swivel. See where that puck is all the time.
Anderton finds Reed. Back into that slot position. Jets. A little bit of sauce on that round to Reed. Jolly again puts it back through. Jets had time to get this stick. Good wrist shot, but it's deflected away by Maudsley. And again, looking for the redirect out in front. There's Griffin. 14 seconds now left of this power play. Watson gets his sticking away there. And again, Watson uses his skate to clear that. Uses the boards now. There's the penalty expired. Altrincham do well to weather that storm, but great pressure from Telford. Ample opportunity to get a few shots off.
Well, maybe they'll be kicking themselves for not making the Aces suffer during that.
Volkanov's little poke check there, gets himself back in possession, tries to go through 3 Tigers players, but they put a stop to that. Haslam gets his body in the way, brings that down. Tigers now go once again with Hunt. Leaves it for Jolly. Done. Little shove. Volkanov's feeds that for Jones. He's got Haslam in support. Haslam picks it up. Will he find Volkanov's in the slot? No, leaves it for Jones. Jones trying to drive it in. Oh, little flick of the back stick. Great defensive play there by Ads Andrews. Takes control of that for Telford and immediately clears the danger zone. Berry, little nudge of the body. Jolly with the shot.
The Super tried to flick that on then.
Clearing it round. On the boards now. Little bit of body pinball. Volkanov's gets round Andrews, takes the shot. It's come back down in the ring. And Johnson saw that late, but did well to save that.
Yeah, what we don't want to see is these soccer player dives where people are getting slightly touched by other players and they're hitting the ice.
Super. Dispossessed once more. Haslam uses the boards, tries to get himself going. Huswick's there with a big golf swing, puts it onto the stick of Volkanov, so pushes that forward for Hopkins. Quick line change for Altrincham. Ainsworth straight onto the ice, into the action. Huswick ties him up on the boards. Altrincham managed to dig it out. Keys and Huswick doing well. Hopkins tied up in his skates. Huswick again. Brings his player down. Oh, lost his edge there. And there's going to be a call. It's going on Huswick. They're saying he dragged his player down. Well, so Josh Huswick is going to find himself going back to the ride the pine for 2. And he's gifted Altrincham another 2-minute opportunity.
Yeah, with only 4 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in this final period. It's all level, everything to play for. And the one thing you don't want to do is hand advantage to your opponents.
We're going to go with a face-off. Left-hand side of Johnson in the Tiger zone. Won immediately by the Tigers as Reid uses the board, tries to clear that out. It's kept in by Altrincham. Dunford picks that up behind the net, brings it in. Takes a shot, it's deflected up. Still in the pad. Dunford takes his time, feeds it to Bain, back to Dunford. Working the puck around well now, Altrincham. Chapman. Again. Volkanov's done, and you kind of expect that Telford are going to focus on wherever Vlad Volkanovs goes.
Oh,
as Bain attempted to take a shot. Chapman in possession still. Great puck cycling coming from Altrincham. Volkanov's just tried to chip that in for Dunn to get his stick on. But you can see here now, Telford, great box formation.
oh,
Fanned on a shot there from Chapman.
that's the kind of shot Happy Gilmore would have been happy with.
Telford allowed in and push it forward immediately. Hunt decides to try and take it down rather than just dump it on net. Backhand, looking for another shorthand goal. Cleared it out for Vlads. Volkanovs, he's got 4 men in front of him. Lays it off for Haslam. Shoots. Uses Andrews as a screen there. And now Sullivan, as we go for a quick line change all round. 33 seconds left in this power play. Jones is going to jump onto that puck, pushed forward. Takes his time, feeds it to Berry. Berry back to Jones. Puts it all the way over for Sullivan. Sullivan decides to take the shot in straight down the throat of Johnson. He's going to wrap that one up. 16 seconds remain on the power play. Great draw win there for Altrincham. Berry takes the shot, sails wide just. Sullivan's first man to pick the rebound up.
And we're in the countdown now. 5 and 4.
Jones.
3.
Okay, and there the penalty's gone. Trapdoor opens. Back to 5 on 5.
So opportunity missed there for the Aces.
Haslam picks that puck up in his own zone. Turns back.
Oh,
Costly mistake there. He's turned the puck over.
yeah, can't be sloppy.
Yet. Big stretch pass finds Jolly. Jolly decides to take the shot. Little redirect by Anderton, looking to flick it over the shoulder of Maudsley. Jolly slams the brakes on there to allow the puck to hit and bring it back down, but Altrincham back in possession. Haslam takes it in by himself. U-turn to allow support. Scrapes it away, pushed forward there by Kamnicek. Dumps it into the corner. Keys gets over there, Watson's there as well. Kamnicek still chasing that down.
Oh, it's being held there. And the officials have called it.
So 6th man hits the ice for Altrincham. Shot in from Dunn, just sails wide.
Yeah, this penalty's going to be on Atherton, holding his player back.
And touched up there by the Tigers. It's a tripping call. And that's on Brandon Anderton.
Yeah, Anderson. Apologies for getting his name wrong. So again, and it's a key point this now, Ben, with only 57 seconds remaining in the game. And they find themselves a man down, Aces on the power play.
Most important face-off of the night goes the way of Altrincham Aces. Chapman finds Volkanovs. Thought about it. Great pressure from Hunt. Altrincham working that round well. Still in possession. 36 seconds remain. Ooh, that's a shot that's deflected, come off his own player. And Johnson's had to sit on it.
Yes, smart reactions there from Johnson.
So again, another really important face-off with 32 seconds remaining in the game. Could we be going to overtime, Gary?
Oh, you said it. Oh, no.
Bain pushes that puck forward, gets it back, goes out once more to Haslam. Volkanovs inside, 20 seconds now. Taking the time, find Chapman back door, takes a shot off a leg pad of Andrews. There's 1 minute 15 left on the power play, but that doesn't matter because we're in the 10 seconds of the game. Dunford goes back for Volkanovs, back once more for Chapman. Done. Chapman takes a shot, there's the buzzer, and this is going to overtime.
Well, it's been an exciting period. You've had 3 goals by the Aces who clawed their way straight back into this. 1 by the Tigers. We've got a 5-5 tied game here. And with that, we're going to take a short break.
Dunarmus Sportswear, sponsors of Drop the Puck. Brakes and Sons sponsor Drop the Puck.
And Mr. Williams is there. It's sudden death golden goal, and we're underway as Bain feeds Volkanovs immediately. All Tigers fall behind that puck. Bain leaves it over for Dunn. So Dunn, Dunford, Bain and Volkanovs are your Altrincham team. We've got Hustwick, Griffin, and it looks like Gordon is the other player. Apologies, Jolly. So it's Gordon, Jolly, and Hustwick as Volkanovs, allowed open ice in front of him. Does well, drives it round the back of the net. Leaves it there for Bain. Finds Dunn. Trying to establish himself in the paint there is Dunford. It's only a 5-minute period this, so immediately 4 minutes 10 now left. There is
first shot in.
1 minute 5 now on that penalty. Hustwick doing well to control his team as Volkanovs works that puck round.
Oh, he had an opportunity and Bain missed him.
Oh, and Gordon's gone down there as the trapdoor's opened. And Anderton's come back out and come back to his bench. Of course, Gary, he'd already started serving some of that penalty, so he didn't need to serve the full 2. So that penalty's expired, so we will now see 3-on-3 hockey. I know it's confusing for a lot of our viewers.
So, where did the apples come in? Oh, right, no apples. Got ya. Oh, and there's a penalty being... Well, oh, here we go.
No sooner have we spoken. So the penalty going to be assessed to Ollie Bain of the Altrincham Aces for a high stick, which now means that the 4-on-3 flips the other way.
So we're now going to see the Aces down to 3 men, while the Tigers will have that extra man on the ice. It's handing them the advantage.
So Anderton, Andrews, Jolly, and Jet are your 4 for the Tigers. Dunford, Berry, and Dunn, your Altrincham players. Working that puck round, good shot. Andrews at the blue. Gets it back, taking his time. Feeds it all the way through for Jolly. Got time to pick up the mistake. Out to Andrews once more. Berry gets in there. Tie up behind the boards. Jets taking his time, thinking about it. Gingerly puts it in. That's a good little glove save there from Maudsley.
Well, the interesting thing, Ben, is that the Aces have got to ride out another 1 minute and 3 seconds of this penalty, but that'll then only leave them with just over a minute and a half for the period to remain.
So legs all change round. Berry, Chapman and Sullivan now on for Altrincham. We've got Hunt, Andrews, Super and Huswick on for Telford. And just over a minute left on this penalty. There's a working that puck around. Andrews decides to feed it over. Super was looking for the one-timer. Sullivan gets his stick on it. It's come out to a dangerous position. Huswick lines it up, takes the shot off the metalwork.
Oh my goodness.
And Maudsley's jumped on it. And Super's being pushed away.
Well, Berry's not happy there.
Well, 38 seconds left in the power play. And what a save between Maudsley and it looked like Chapman there, or Sullivan, sorry. And they've just kept their team in it.
Well, let's see what happens now. There's only 38 seconds remaining of the penalty. 2:25 remaining in this extra period.
Face off, be in the Altrincham zone. Chapman gets in there. Tigers come out with it. Takes a shot, just runs wide. 30 seconds remain. Andrews at the point, skates it into a high slot. Shot comes in. Super's not happy with himself. And Altrincham managed to push that into the Telford zone. Super skates it in. Gets a body on. Rides it out well. 10 seconds now remain. Andrews, plenty of time, takes a shot. And now Sullivan back the other way.
Well, he's tried too early on there.
But he's killed the clock and we're back. Well, it looks a bit scrappy. It's 4-on-4 potentially at the moment. But one man from each will go off shortly. Volkanovs takes the shot. Still Volkanovs in possession. And again, good shot in from Bain. But with all penalties neutralised and back to even play, one man from each team will now go back to the bench and we'll get ourselves some 3-on-3 hockey. 1 minute 26 remain in this game. If it still remains a draw, we're going to a shootout. As hand pass from Anderton there means the face-off's being retaken, but it's chewed up 3 seconds. 1:21 now on the clock. Bain, Volkanovs, drive it forward. Volkanovs picks that up. Gordon shadowing him, doing well to stick with him. Managed to dispossess him, pushes that forward for Jolly. Jolly seeing out the play. Puck's turned over, it's a little bit of a 2-on-1. In comes Anderson, shot in. Maudsley saved it, it's come straight back out. We're into the final minute now as Volkanovs has got Bain ahead of him, pushes the puck up. Bain cuts inside, takes the shot, it's off the leg pads there of Gordon.
Volkanovs was right behind him, waiting for the bounce.
Jolly sends it wide, plays it back once more. Dunn straight in there, picks that up. Play it out to neutral ice. Jolly's going to be on there first. Jolly and Jones. Jones hampering away at him. Dunn's done well. 15 seconds now remain. Chapman skates it forward, possibly last play of the game. Oh! Big shot and he's taken it. The shot, but unfortunately, Jones has crept over the line and they're calling that back for offside. Well, 9 seconds remain in this enthralling game, Gary, before we take it to penalties.
Oh. And now that will get tasty.
Face off neutral ice. Chapman knocks it to the side. Jones is going to comfortably pick that up. And with 3, 2, 1 second on the clock, we're going to a shootout.
Well, to and fro in. We had penalties galore in that period, even though it was only 5 minutes. As the players go to their team bench and the officials have a quick breather, we now go to a penalty shootout, but before that, we'll take a short break.
Dunarmus Sportswear, sponsors of Drop the Puck. Brakes and Sons sponsor Drop the Puck.
Right, and we're back for this penalty shootout. Ben, would you like to quickly explain what the rules are?
Well, immediately we're going to start off. Tigers going first, and that's Hunt. Hunt skating in on Maudsley. And Maudsley stands tall with a leg pad save. So very quickly, the teams will take turns to put one player out. They pick the puck up off the face-off circle, neutral ice, skate it forward, and have one opportunity to shoot at the netminder. They are not allowed to pick up their rebound, and they can't take the puck backwards. First man out for Altrincham is Brad Chapman. Chapman picks it up, beaking round. Little bit of 1-2, takes a shot, tried to 5-hole Johnson, he stands tall, great save.
So that's one miss each now.
Well, one save each actually, Gary.
Oh, well.
As Maudsley goes out to do another job, Jets will be coming at him, and Carol Yates, an experienced player who's been around the league, very technical, picks it up, Jets, skates forward, Maudsley out of his crease quite a way, tracks him back. Oh, and Jeff picks his shot and buries that puck. And the Tigers take the edge in this shootout. So the second Altrincham skater will be Sam Dunford. Dunford picks it up. Comes at Johnson with a bit of pace. Goes at block aside. Backhands it, lifted over Johnson. Nice penalty shot. And we're tied again. So Dunford bringing the Aces back into this. And here we go. Gary, the one we were waiting for, Philip Super, will be the third Telford skater.
I'd put money on him, put this in.
Maudsley. Maudsley crosses his legs last second.
Well, you can take my money because I would have sworn he would have got that one in. But Super fails to get it in the net. Maudsley does a great save.
And Volkanovs has the game hanging in the balance. If he scores this, the Aces win. Volkanovs picks it up. Johnson eyeing him like a hawk. Stays glove side. Goes to go back out. And he's done it. And the Aces pick up the victory at home and make it a double header against the Telford Tigers.
And it's that player again, Volkanovs, who's been a thorn in the Tigers' side in a matter of 7 days. Johnson absolutely
ejected.
gutted, but he's got to be pleased with himself in the sense that he's took it all the way to a penalty shootout. And here at Planet Ice Altrincham, the Aces come out victorious with an overtime win, or should we say a penalty shootout win. Tigers have got to be happy with their performance as well tonight, taking it all away.
Yeah, they certainly did give the Aces a game. They didn't roll over. They brought it early on in the first period, applied a lot of pressure, caused the Aces to go back into the locker room, try and find themselves again. But that's exactly what happened.
Well, the Tigers had all the dominance in the first period. It was all level in the second with a goal apiece. But in the third period, it was the Aces that came back, played the right hand, dealt the right cards, and have taken it into overtime and come out victorious in a penalty shootout. But we're going to take it down to the locker rooms now and get a quick word with the players and coaches. But before we do that, we're going to take a short break.
Dunarmus Sportswear, sponsors of Drop the Puck. Brakes and Sons sponsor Drop the Puck.
I'm with Coach Elliot Bain of the Altrincham Aces. Elliot, you don't make things easy, do you?
No, not at all. That's the result we wanted. That's the result we came, to hit. That's what we came for. The 2 points is exactly what we want, a 4-point weekend. But no, we didn't make that easy for ourselves, especially in the first two periods. The way we played in the third was sort of our play and our point of we wanted to be at. But before that, no, we made it hard work. We couldn't get up to speed, and that was difficult.
Well, we spoke to you between the second and third period, and you said that you wanted to take it back to that mentality of last weekend when you played Telford. Did you see that?
Yeah, we got there. We just about got there just before the end of the second, and we did come out on the third and really started to push Telford. They sort of tired a little bit, and we that's something we've worked on this season in terms of practice and making sure we can push ourselves right into the third period. So yeah, that's where we got to, and that's what, like we said, you spoke between the second and third, and our game plan worked after that. Yeah.
Now, you saw Rice in there tonight, that third line, young Luke Watson there as well, yeah, and Andy Hopkins as well. What a line that actually, they don't really see much ice time regularly, but they held their own tonight.
Yeah, exactly. We're lucky enough to have a team, and it's lucky as a coach and a coaching system to have coaching setup that's between the few of us that having the options to play. So last week that line came together as a necessity. We played yesterday against Blackburn. They got to sort of work together, and then again tonight they got to work together again and got us the results. They dug deep, got us that last goal, and yeah, really worked hard and started to find themselves across the ice.
Now, we look ahead to obviously the run up into this Christmas break that we go on about so much here on Drop the Puck. It can literally make or break team seasons. Yourselves, you've got quite a little bit of an uphill battle. 4 fixtures almost back to back. What's it going to be like?
To be honest with you, we're quite happy with our fixtures because they're quite well balanced through the weeks. We get plenty of rest weekends, we get plenty of double headers, and we get plenty of singles. So the way our games we're quite happy with the balance. So we're just going to roll onto it. We've got one next weekend and then into a double header, then a single. So and then we get a bit of a break for Christmas. So we're quite happy with the way our games are lined up. We totally know where you're coming from. This time last year, we started with commitment problems, and you find that people can't quite make it, or we get a few injuries. That's something that we're lucky enough not to have, or have the squad of enough depth so that we can cover. We've got a couple of players still missing through injury, but yet we still can produce a result like we have tonight. So yeah, it will be tough, but I think we're quite happy with our balance of fixtures.
And I know I put my money where my mouth is, and I said, I'm fancying seeing you guys there in the top 4. But right now, you're proving me right, which is going against what obviously Chopper was saying. Playoff now has certainly got to be in contention for the Aces.
that's our goal. In this league, our only goal can be to either win the league, and whether we're with quite a young team, and we've changed quite a few things up. Whether to win the league is ambitious, is a bit ambitious probably, but to hit the top 4, and again, there's probably 6 teams that are really going to fight it out for top 4. Everybody, but probably Blackburn, without taking anything away from them, could fight for a playoff spot. So taking points, especially 4 points in a weekend, is exactly what we came here to do. So yeah, the only thing we can do is take the points when they come available, and that's what we've tried to do.
Well, Elliot, we'll catch you again soon, and best of luck for the rest of the season.
Cheers.
And with Ads Andrews of the Telford Tigers, Ads, very difficult result there, but you couldn't have gone any closer, really.
No, it was a good game. After last week's result, where, let's be honest, we threw last week's game away. Our heads dropped. We were all disappointed in ourselves. Tonight was key for a better performance, and whilst we lost in a shootout, compared to last week's results, we couldn't have worked any harder as a team tonight.
Now, one of the key points we always pick up here on Drop the Puck is discipline. A little bit detrimental there to Telford tonight. Yeah,
it's when you're in these kind of games, we knew Aces were going to come and try and test us, test some of our players' patience. They did well to kind of not rise to that, but ultimately, when you look at when we're in the lead, penalties cost us. The power play goals, ultimately, we can only defend so much where they're going to score, and I think that was the only kind of one disappointment tonight, the amount of penalties we gave away. Otherwise, we could have been walking home with 2 points.
Now, you look ahead to the future, and there is a difficult, for some of the teams that have a fixture into that Christmas break, whereas Telford, you've actually quite lucky, you've only got 2 fixtures heading in towards Christmas. Yeah,
we've had quite a busy schedule. I don't think as a team and coach and management, we are where we want to be. I think as a team, we're starting to put the building blocks together where we're forging as a team, we're working hard for each other. Naturally, we've lost some key goal scorers from last year, but we've got a hell of a lot of depth in our team that when that comes together, we can beat any team in this league.
Now, you say obviously beating any team, you're in that chasing pack at the moment, behind that final 4 for the playoffs. That's obviously the goal for Telford, but do you fancy yourself to go on and actually take it?
Our main objective is now looking at the league and the Bradfords, and they're up 10, 12 points ahead of us. Our main key is playoffs. We make that playoff spot, it's anyone's game. There's no reason why we can't go all the way from playoffs, but that is our ultimate objective.
Well, lads, we hope to catch you again shortly, and thanks very much.
Pleasure. Thanks a lot, guys.
Well, an exciting game. Overtime, you know what I'm like about overtime games. I know. You're not allowed to say that word.
It was tantalising.
Ooh, close. But to go to penalty shootout.
You can't get it any tighter, really. It's down to a battle of your shooters and your tendies. Maudsley had a really good game, stood on his head a few times, kept his team in it, taking nothing away from Johnson. Now, Johnson saw some rubber tonight, and he stood well in between the pipes.
Well, you said early on at the start of the show that you figured that Telford were going to bring a game to the Aces tonight, and that first period certainly looked that way.
I told you, they had the measure of them. I feel that, the Aces maybe, that old enemy complacency, a little bit of complacency in there. The fact that Telford were up for this more off the bus, I don't know what it was, but I certainly knew they had the measure of them. You could see it in the warm-ups, and then literally, 3 quick successive goals to put them on the back foot, and the Aces found themselves reeling and had to answer back. Well,
3-1 in that first period, and of course, second period, scrappy again, and it looked heated throughout, because you rightly pointed out from the start that it was going to be a heated affair. And it was even Stevens in that second period where they both got a goal each. But that third period, what a comeback by the Aces.
Certainly, like you say, with Elliot, I spoke to him in between the period breaks, and as in the interview there, he knew that the Aces had more. He knew that the Aces weren't playing to the way that they could, and that they just needed to sort of hit the reset button and go back to where they were, when they
just playing smart hockey.
Exactly, and take the points back off Telford, and especially in your home barn, you're going to want to do that. You're not going to want to let your fans down. So that's exactly what they did, and then you could start seeing it was the silly little mistakes at Telford, whereas Telford in the first couple of periods have been jumping all over the loose pucks of Altrincham and causing silly penalties. The script flipped, and then suddenly it was Telford finding themselves sat in the box, giving the opportunities away to Altrincham, and I think that's what happened there. They capitalised on that.
With discipline, something we always talk about on Drop the Puck with most teams, and more so we'd seen a more disciplined team with the Aces of lately, but today that form book went out the window and penalties galore, and I think it cost both teams dearly because they started to think more about the silly things instead of thinking about playing hockey. And then obviously players are spending more time in the box than they were on the ice.
You know, Aces came into this boasting a penalty record. Just, you know, I think regards it was Widnes and Sheffield were just above them for less penalty minutes, and you know that's a massive change for Altrincham from years ago, years gone by. But like you say, it almost had the derby feel to it today, and that was certainly the game we saw there.
Well, that win, of course, keeps the Aces well in chase of the pack. Opens a little bit of a gap up between them and Telford, but of course, results elsewhere could make all that change. And obviously, we're coming into that Christmas break that we've already discussed about there. The Aces have got 4 tough games coming up, 3 of them against Bradford, Hull, Sheffield. Of course, Telford have only got that 1 game against Widnes, and then they've got 1 against Blackburn Hawks 2. And then they've got a huge gap before they play in the new year. But I'm expecting it to be a difficult time for them, but they've got to turn things around soon if they want to be in that chasing pack.
Yeah, you know, the Telford have got time to sort of regroup, re-energise over the Christmas break, taking nothing away from the likes of Blackburn, but you know, you can already kind of score that one up. It's just sort of what you want to get out of that game. I think the tough one's going to be the Sheffield game for them. You know, Sheffield have been done twice now by D-side, but have quite easily turned over the likes of Hull and that as well. So it's, you know, it's still anybody's game.
Well, you can catch this and other games like that on our usual channels. You can get it on Instagram, you can catch us on Facebook, Twitter, and of course our YouTube channel as well, where you can catch all the games there. But don't forget to visit our website as well, which is basntv.com. And drop us a line, send us some info, and keep in touch with us that way. It's been great here. We've really enjoyed ourselves at Planet Ice, Altrincham.
And you can catch us next time we drop the puck.